Hey guys, it's Tamara. It is December 15th, so Merry Christmas. It's almost Christmas time. And December 15th also means that I am exactly 3 weeks uh, post surgery today. And I thought I'd give you an update on how I'm doing and how Fred is doing halfway through his pre-op process for his diet. So I wanted to make, my Christmas tree looks really nice, I think. Part in the video, trying to be all professional with a nice background, but it kind of looks like I have a Christmas tree growing out of my head. So, what are you going to do? I think it still looks nice. So, anyway, I finished my third week after surgery, and I finished my first week on pureed foods. So, I am now down exactly 19 pounds since my surgery, and that means I'm down 53 pounds total. I got the all clear from my doctor last week to start pureed food, and that has been going pretty well. At first, I was trying to just switch to pureed food and get, everything I needed just from my food, but I was coming way under my protein goals, and my carb count was way too high. So I went back to drinking shakes quite a bit, and then I'm having one or two small meals per day. And I mean, by small, I mean maybe a quarter cup. And that takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to eat. So, but it's a slow process. And from what I understand, it'll take my stomach a good 3 to 6 months to be fully healed from surgery. So I'd rather go slow and get all my goals in and take my time to get to where I need to be. And the further along I go in my diet progression, I think the easier it'll be to get everything I need from the food I'm eating. At least I'm hoping so anyway. So, another thing I noticed with the pureed food, my stomach not my muscles, my stomach nerves are not fully healed yet. And so, the feeling you get when you're full and your stomach says, hey, you've had enough, you need to stop eating now. My stomach's not feeling that yet. So at the beginning of the week, I was just, eating and then recording what I ate. And, one day I had a yogurt, which is really, really yummy, but you're really not going to have your stomach tell you that you're too full. And I was able to eat about 4 ounces, no problem. But then about an hour later, it was very uncomfortable. So I knew I had had too much. So what I realized I need to do is measure out what I'm eating before, eat just that amount, and then, record it. And I can always add more to it after a while. But since I started doing that, I haven't had that feeling of pushing my stomach too far. And adding the protein shakes in for most of my protein and calorie goals has helped a lot. So I still am drinking mostly the Premier ones. I really like those. The cafe latte is my favorite. Cookies and cream is really good. So thankfully, I really like those. And the carb count is really low and the protein is really high. So that's good. I've had a couple days where I've had some dizziness also, and I think that's because I'm not quite hitting my protein goals. At the beginning, I was supposed to be trying to get up to, I don't remember, I think up to 50 per day, 50 grams of protein, and my surgeon and nutritionist both told me, you're not going to hit it, but that's what you need to aim for. And now in the pureed stage, I'm supposed to be working up to 60 to 80 grams of protein a day. And I'm usually hitting mid 60s, so at the lower end of that goal. And by the days that I don't do as well, I definitely notice that's when I'm having more dizziness and things like that. So again, protein shakes are very helpful. I started exercising again this week. And I mean, I started. Just started. I went from pretty much nothing to getting the okay from my doctor, and this last week I walked 3 times. 2 of those times it was nice enough to walk outside, and that's one of the benefits of Tennessee winter. We have nice days scattered within, and we had 2 days where it was in the 60s, and I took each of my two youngest sons out individually with me on one day each, and that was some nice bonding time with them as well. But now it is getting colder, and I don't do well with a cold. I usually, if I'm not careful, I will catch a cold or a cough once it starts getting cold, and it can last 4 or 5 months, and I'll have a couple rounds of antibiotics and steroids and heavy duty cough suppressant. So I just do a lot better if I don't get it. So I really try to stay inside where it's warm during the winter. So today I did a Walk Away the Pounds video on YouTube, and that was really good. So I think I will be doing that a lot. And if you guys have any suggestions for some easy, like be nice to me if you have easy ideas on what I could do to add exercise, I would love to hear it. I hate exercising. I always have, even when I was younger and, much thinner, and I just have never liked being active, but I have to change that. So any suggestions would be helpful. I don't really have a lot of exercise equipment. I'll probably add some slowly as I find things I like, but I don't really have room for, a big piece of equipment like a treadmill or, anything elliptical or anything like that. So if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear it, and I really appreciate that. So that's about it for me. Fred is doing really well. He is just finished 1 week of his 2-week pre-op, so he can now start counting down the days to surgery, which is really exciting. So far, he's lost 11.7 pounds on his pre-op diet, and he's at the stage now where he's past the super hard part and he's starting to feel good. The intense hunger is not as strong, but he definitely gets hungry. But a lot of it is also just, the mental game of fighting the cravings when you're really limited on what you can eat. But he's doing really well and is sticking to it 100%, and he's past the hard part now. And all of his testing came back great. The only thing he has left to do is a COVID test on Friday. So he needs to pass that, and we need to hope his surgeon doesn't get it, and also that the hospital stays open. I think I looked this morning and it's at 93% capacity, so it's definitely getting close, but hopefully they'll be able to keep going for another week. And if something happens and it doesn't, obviously then him missing surgery is a small problem compared to the people that are suffering from COVID. So we'll try and have a good attitude about it and be praying about it, but it will definitely be a big disappointment if he has to miss it. So, but so far so good. No news is good news, all of that. He's doing really well, and we're both doing great. He starts his vacation tomorrow. Wednesday is his last day of work, and then he's got, I think, 10 days off until I think the 28th he's off. We're having fun decorating the house and doing things with the boys and trying to find ways to make this Christmas good and special, even though we're not seeing family and friends like we normally like to. We're still going to make the best of it and have a great Christmas, and I hope you guys do too. Hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.